You asked for it, and I'm bringing it to you today. It's another nail video. Yes, we're talking French manicure today. Before we do that though, hi, my name is Mary, if you're new here. I'm a Midwesty gal in her 40s, and I love to post all sorts of beauty and lifestyle content here on YouTube. So if that's what you're into, hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it for notifications. That way you never miss an upload, and while you're at it, I would freaking love it if you would hit the thumbs up on this video. You're gonna love it, I promise. If you like to do your nails, you like to do them at home, and you've struggled with a French manicure and making it look nice with a nice straight line, you're going to like this video. So hit the thumbs up. So let's just get into it. I have tried for years to give myself the perfect professional looking French manicure at home, and I haven't done a great job of it. And I mean, like, I remember back in high school trying to do this. I have tried everything from just painting it on myself, to getting like different types of brushes, to, you know, like those long skinny brushes to paint it on. I've tried doing kind of like sponging it on. I have tried like where you stick your nail into the sponge or onto like one of those little silicone strips to kind of like mimic painting the strip on there. That was a hot mess. I have even tried those little strips. They're almost kind of like stick-on stencils, where like you put the strip on your nail and then you paint the tip, and then you give it like a minute and you pull it, like the sticky part off, the stencil part off, and then the tip is left. Let me just say, I have tried it all, and nothing has worked as good as these nail polish strips. I've got a full tutorial for you. I will say the only place I've been able to find these things in store is at Walmart. You can find them online though, but Walmart is the only place I have found them in store. They're super budget friendly. They're super affordable. I will say it might take you a time or two to get the hang of these strips, and you'll even see me struggle a bit in this video. I haven't used these in a while, but I really wanted to show you, and I wanted to do my own French manicure also. I wanted to show you how to do it, but you'll see me struggle. But I promise, like, once you get the hang of these things, you're never gonna go back. Like, they're just nail polish like sticker strips, and you stick them on, and then when you want to take it off, you just take it off like regular nail polish. So let's just get into the tutorial.
So first things first, you always want to make sure that you remove any watches or jewelry, and then you're going to start by just washing your hands. I just use a regular hand soap that I have in my bathroom. Use really nice warm water and really give them a good wash. You want to make sure that you're removing any sort of oils or dirt that could have built up on your hands, and especially your nails and your cuticles. Then of course we are going to want to soak our nails. Again, I'm just using a little bit of that hand soap, filling up this bowl with some warm water, and then soaking my nails. I typically do this for about 5 minutes just to soften the cuticles around the nails. Once your nails are nice and clean and your cuticles are soft, we're going to go in with a cuticle remover. This is one of my favorites. It is the Sally Hansen cuticle remover, and you can find it just about anywhere. I give each nail a good coating of it right on the cuticle area, and then I kind of just rub it in a little bit, because you'd be surprised just how much excess skin can be in areas that are built up even further beyond your cuticle. And then I'm coming in here with my cuticle pusher while that remover is still on, and just kind of moving it around and pushing those cuticles back, trying to get any sort of dead skin off of the nails. And then once my hands are dry, I come back in again with that cuticle pusher and just push everything back nice and neat. Any little pieces of dead skin, I'll come in with a cuticle nipper and just take care of that. You want to make sure that you're removing as much of that dead skin as possible around the nails, around the cuticle, underneath, just so you've got a really nice clean surface, and so that you're making the most of your nail there, so you actually have more nail available for the polish itself. Then we're coming in and we're filing. You always want to file in one direction. And then, especially if you're doing a French manicure, you want to make sure that your nails are the same length. That way, when you're applying the strip for that white paint, it looks the same and nice and consistent across your entire hand. So I'll just sort of curl my fingers over and file them all at once in that particular position. I just find that it's helpful to try to get every nail close enough in terms of size. Here are the nail polish strips that we will be using. Again, I'm only able to find these in store at Walmart, but they are available online and I will link them below. You'll notice from the description on the package, they really are peel and stick type of nail polish strips, and they are 100% polished, so they will come off regular polish remover when you're done with them. And on the back, they also have some really simple instructions as well. Now, when we open it up, again, here's the instructions. And then here are the strips themselves. And you'll see there's two different kinds here. This first one is the actual French tip strip. And then those others on the top, they're kind of like an overlay. And I'll try it on one of my nails here to give you an idea of what they look like, but they're not my favorite. Next up, you'll want to make sure that you prep your nail by doing a final little swab of acetone right over the nail itself. It just removes any sort of lingering lotions or any sort of debris that could still be on there. It really preps the surface nicely. And then here we have our polish strips. You've got two sheets here, various sizes, and you're going to want to match up each of these sizes or each of your nails to one of the sizes on the strip. I tend to actually go through one by one and then I kind of rip them apart so that I've got everything sort of set up and ready to go. So I'll have 10 of these laid out on my towel, just ready for me to apply them. You'll want to make sure that the strip covers completely from edge to edge on your nail. Even a little bit over the edge is better than having not enough. And then here you can see when you've got your strip, you're going to peel off this sort of top film, the protective film. That middle layer is the nail polish strip. So you'll peel again and discard the bottom piece. And that middle layer, that white kind of plasticky strip, is the nail polish sticker strip that you're going to apply to your nail. I find it easiest if I try to center it in the middle of my nail, kind of get a piece that wants to stick there, and then push towards the edges. These strips are actually quite malleable, so you can kind of pull and stretch them a little bit to get it to the perfect size and shape that you want it to be. I have also found that you can pick it up and reposition it a couple times if you have to. Now keep in mind, every time you remove that sticker and reposition it, it's probably going to lose a little bit of the tackiness, but at the same time, you do really want to get it nicely placed. So I've done it maybe once or twice, but if you have to keep moving it about, then I would just go with a fresh strip. That way you make sure you're using one that's really nice and tacky that's going to stick on the nail. And then all you're literally going to do is put the sticker on the tip of your nail and then kind of push that sticker strip around the edges of your nail, both on the side and on this top capped portion. Then you can go in with either your cuticle orange stick that came in the package itself, or here I'm using a separate little Tweezerman tool that I have to kind of cap that edge, press it down, and remove the excess. You can file the excess off, but I find it's easy enough to just sort of press it with that cuticle stick. Other times I'll even just use a nail on my other hand, and it is quite easy to sort of break it apart. Now, as I mentioned, these can definitely be a little bit tricky, and I'll be honest, I kind of struggled with this first one. So I had repositioned it a couple times before I actually had gotten this far, and then once I got this far, I was like, oh, I still don't like it, so I repositioned it again, and I got it to a place where I was happy with it. I don't feel like it was 100% perfect, but it was still pretty good. And then I went along and I did all my other nails. Now you can definitely use tweezers, as you saw me right there doing, to kind of position it and really kind of get in there and get that nail strip in the exact place that you want it. And then again, you're just going to stick the strip down, cap the edges, wrap that strip all the way around the edges, and then remove it with either your cuticle stick or even here where I'm just kind of pressing with my nail, and it's kind of like a gummy sort of sticker, so it will nicely come apart and be able to just sort of leave the part behind that you really want there. I will say, in terms of the curvature on these strips, I really think they lend themselves well to somebody that's got a little bit of a wider nail bed and that really just wants kind of like a little strip across your nails and even on shorter nails, versus if you had more of like a longer almond shape and you wanted more of a curvature, you'd kind of have to play around with these strips a little bit or even trim them up to get more of that curved effect. But you can see here, after just, you know, a few minutes, I'm able to apply all these strips and get a really nice, clean looking French manicure. Now, these other strips are the overlay, and I will come right out and say it, I'm not a fan of these, but I figured, what the heck, why don't I just show you exactly how to use them and what it looks like. So again, it's sort of that same process of you're just peeling the back off, but this time it's almost more like a clear nail polish sticker that will go over the entire nail. And so literally you just press it on, and it's very similar to when you were doing the nail strips before. Cover your nail and wrap those edges. The nice thing about these is that it does kind of lend itself to really sealing in that white portion of the French manicure. It gives it a little bit of extra added protection there. I'm just not a fan of them because I just think the look of them, once they're on, it kind of looks like a sticker. I don't think it looks very, very professional. You can do the same thing here where if you've got some chunky edges, just file it off. You can use your cuticle stick. But here you can see it has a strange finish to it. I'm not a fan. Instead, what I would recommend is just use your favorite top coat. This one is mine. It's by LiQWYD. You can find it just about anywhere. I get mine at Target, and it is the thicker gel coating, and it leaves a beautiful finish. I make sure to apply a healthy coat and always cap the edge. Again, that way you're protecting that white French manicure tip. So again, I would recommend you ditch those other top coat strips and just use your favorite polished top coat. Here you can see the final product. I love it. I think it looks great. A nice, clean French manicured tip with a beautiful shiny top coat to it.
All right, what do you think? How did you like the tutorial? Because honestly, like, I would really love to know. I've tried so many different techniques over the years to do a nice French manicure at home and on like short nails, right? And this is the best way that I've been able to do it. But if you have a better way, please let me know. Don't keep it a secret. Don't let me know. I would love to try it myself. Also, as always, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, hit the like, hit that bell next to the subscribe for notifications, and until next time, see ya.